For me as a fan, 1985 is epic in so many ways. You know, the roller coaster and ended up, you know, and beating the Yankees and going into Yankee Stadium and having Damaso Garcia hit Tony Fernandez in the stomach, the routine double play. It might have been the other way around, I'm not sure, but and then feeling that nausea, oh, we're going to lose to the Yankees, that's going to be it after having such a great year. But on a personal level, 1985. Is it as epic in your imagination as it is for me as a Jays fan? Because it was really highs and lows, and maybe you can take us a little bit, escort us a little bit through that historic year.
Yeah, the 1985 team was a culmination of Pat Gillick putting together these kids that they got from other organizations. George Bell came from the Phillies, and Willie Upshaw came from the Yankees, and Lloyd Moseby was homegrown, but they all grew up together. And because of the fundamentals of Bobby Cox and Bobby Maddock and on the field drills and training, and the fact that there was so much competition because there were so many great players. We had guys competing, Damaso Garcia and Manny Lee and Alfredo Griffin, and they were all pushing each other because you've created this atmosphere of excellence. But the 85 team was a culmination. 83 was a very good team. Bobby Cox thought that was the best team he ever had, but we didn't have any relief pitching. The 84 team, the Tigers got off to a 35-5 start, and we couldn't catch them. And then the 85 team, we started to put everything together. And, you know, it was bittersweet for me because I broke my leg in July of 85 in a play at home plate. And I had a collision. And that story is kind of an interesting one because it wasn't my day to play. And I played alternate days with Ernie Witt. He was a left-handed hitter and I was a right-handed hitter. So Bobby came to me that day at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and said, "You're going to catch tonight." And I said, "Okay, why?" He said, "Because we're bringing up this kid to make his Blue Jays debut named Tom Filer, and I want you to catch him." I said, "Okay." And I was hitting about 160 at the time. I was hot. And so we play this game, and we're on the West Coast in July. Can't win a game. We've just been to Oakland, just been to Anaheim. Can't win a game. Runs are tough to come by, so they bring this pitcher up to start. And about fourth inning, there's a guy at third base, Jim Presley. And Jesse Barfield's in right, and there's a fly ball in. It's a scoreless game. He tags up. Jesse throws me the ball on the first base side of home plate. I dive back over home plate and tag him out before he gets to the plate. A double play ends the inning. So everybody's celebrating Jesse Barfield's nice throw, and I said, "Jesse, next time, throw it on the other side of home plate so I don't have to move so much." The next inning, the situation presented itself. Phil Bradley was a base runner at second base. He played quarterback at the University of Missouri, and he was an option quarterback. So he used to flip the ball to James Wilder, who was a great running back in the NFL, and then he would block the defensive end. So he's barreling around third as I'm positioning myself to make this catch. The ball hit my glove. He hit my shoulder at the same time. My ankle stuck in the dirt. I broke my leg, dislocated my ankle, and tagged Phil Bradley out. And then in my fog, I sat up and I saw the base runner going from second to third, Gorman Thomas, and I threw it in that direction. And the ball went down the left field line. Now George Bell's playing left field, and he wasn't known to be a great outfielder, but this was maybe the best throw he ever made. As Gorman Thomas is running around third, I scoot into position on the ground to make the catch. And I catch it a one hop and tag out Gorman Thomas. And that was a double play. But that ended my season. That's why it was bittersweet for me, because I watched them clinch without the ability to play. But that was a culmination of a lot of hard work and disappointment of 83, 84, and in 85 finally being able to win. It was a special time for baseball in Canada.
Well, and you know, you had to suffer through that play, one of the most spectacular plays that any of us have witnessed. But I remember when it happened and the fact that you got the outs, I remember thinking, maybe there's a little bit of magic almost here. I mean, you had to break your leg for it to happen, unfortunately, but it was such a...
You know what, it was such a good bunch of guys. I think everybody kind of rallied around that. They brought in Al Oliver right after that, and Cliff Johnson, and everybody started to feel, okay, this is going to be our year. They would win that game in the 14th inning. George Bell hit a grand slam in the 14th inning, and I was in the hospital, but they were celebrating.